Ta-da! That was nice here on Wednesday, February the 27th. Referee has just found something to play with on the floor. Good for you. Hope you all enjoyed the Elms. It was more of a tour than any sort of paranormal investigation, but that gives us reason to go back, right? Go back we shall after we do Omaha at the end of next month for HauntCon, and there's planning a trip to Boston later in the year. Going to like Salem and blah blah blah, all that stuff. Of course, then I have my trip with Mom for her birthday, the vacay day. Many vacay days, a lot of little mini vacay days this year, and then my niece Holly, my oldest niece Holly, youngest niece. Oh my God, she's older than the nephew. That's what I think I was just thinking there. We got Kaylee, who's the oldest, and Holly's the middle, and then Ralphie's the youngest. But Holly, the youngest niece, older than my nephew, she graduates this year, so we'll be going out there for her graduation in May, I believe. But anyway, all that stuff is so far off. And today, we are dealing with that corner over there. And the way we are going to attempt to deal with that corner over there is with this, a bookshelf. And actually, two bookshelves. One of them I have open. I believe I've gotten everything out of there but the styrofoam. I've got all my parts out. Not all my parts, but all of the parts to this. And they all have little letters on them, which I'm happy to see. So all of this is over here, and then I've got my instruction booklet. This is a 5-shelf bookcase. Both of these are 5-shelf bookcases. And it looks like all I need are screwdrivers, Phillips and a straight head screwdriver, and a hammer. All of which I have. So I should be able to accomplish this task and make that corner for movies. And what I realized, I'm not sure how much space I need, but what I realized, if I get rid of these little drawers here, these little VHS drawers, and put another bookshelf in there, that's what I'm hoping I'll fit 2 right there. That'll be a lot more storage and a lot more display space for me. So that is my hope with this mess that I am making over here. I got my stories going. But yes, hopefully that will help me clean up this corner. And, of course, as you may remember, a lot of these boxes in here that I've never done anything with, a lot of those were movies as well. So, because I know... Thank you, Furnace. Thank you for coming on right now while I'm trying to talk. As you may remember... fairly soon, I should be getting the mattress, and as you can see, I have done absolutely jack shit with any of this, so everything is still in here, in the way for when they deliver the mattress. So that is my intention, is to get these bookshelves set up and get the movies on them, so that I can tear down some of that pile and like move some of this shaite in there to get it out of the way for now, at least until poor referee, he's gonna lose his beds. He takes a turn on all of these piles, at least until the mattress gets in here, and then, you know, then I can just do whatever I want. Just store stuff wherever I want. which would be nice to, like I said, get some stuff displayed, and get it up and out of the way, and start cleaning up some kind of pile. start seeing something disappear. I don't know if you saw this thing the other day. I can't remember which video I put it in, but I've just left it there because I don't know any other better thing to do with it yet. And like every time I come in I come around the corner, I just kind of like do, like I think something's like falling, and I'm like, wait a minute, but it's just the towels. I kind of forgot I got this media cabinet over here that Mark and Sarah gave me a long time ago, that I never put together. But so if this space over here isn't big enough for 2 bookshelves, maybe it will be big enough for a bookshelf and that thingy. The hammer is in here. I'm gonna say I'm already confused. Because step 1 involves like 3 different shelves. Well, I guess it's 2 shelves. It says that's the top shelf, but that's the bottom. That's like the bottom runner thing, I think. So what does the top shelf have to do with? I guess we're just preparing them. It says insert hardware only, so we're just inserting these instead of sticking things together for the time being. So it's kind of like with cooking. As long as I just follow the directions, I should be fine. Okay, well I moved that over there for now, so that I could use the windowsill over here for all my little parts. And I've got the 1 and the 2 and the 3, because that's the one I was getting ready to use. That's why I cut a notch out of it, so I can just take what I need out of there. Lay these out. At first I was going to leave them connected, because they were all connected in a row. But then I decided it might actually be better to like cut them apart so that I can just take one at a time, so that I'm not like trying to get out 3 and drop a whole bunch of 2, or vice versa. Okay, I think I'm going to have to mark which ones I've done, just so that I don't get lost. There's a lot going on here. This is why I just need to shut up my head. I'm overthinking things. Just shut up my head, look at the pictures, do what the pictures say. Because I'm looking at this one, like I did this one. I did this one. It was pretty easy to do. But then I'm looking at this B2 shelf, and I'm just like, it says top shelf, and I'm like, it wants me to put these little screwy things in the holes, and I'm like, well, is this the top of the shelf or the bottom of the shelf? But when I grabbed B2, as you can see, the top of the shelf does not have the little holes. The bottom does have the holes. So this is obviously the side that I need to do this step for. So just shut up my thinky parts and do my looky parts, and maybe I can accomplish this without too much further frustration. Okay, well there's a whole part to this that I'm going to skip, because apparently this is supposed to be like a strap. I looked forward in the directions before I hit the Mexican. Hey, go to Biblioteca. And I found that this little strappy thing is just for attaching it to the wall. It's just to fasten the safety strap to the wall using option 1 or 2 as shown. But I'm not going to put any extra holes in this wall, and I can't really put a hole in that wall. I mean, I guess if I got a drill or something, but like, Yeah, I'm just gonna hope it sits sturdy enough without this strap being in there, because that doesn't seem like something I'm going to be able to accomplish anyway. Okay, well, I've accomplished all three in section 1, and I'm coming to realize this B2 down here is a different B2 than this one. That's why this one says top shelf, which is supposed to have the strap on, and this one's the bottom shelf, which is what I'm going to put my long, skinny wood into here in a minute. In case there was any doubt, no, I am not mature. Really though, how was there doubt at this point? I'm hopefully putting these little screwy things in right, because they have like this little lip here, so I'm assuming that's as far down in there as I need to go, and everything else will be fine. That is my hope. Speaking of the screws, I thought I was short, but as it turns out, I wasn't supposed to put, I just assumed, I saw something about putting these in here, so I just assumed they went in both ends. But they don't. So now I have to take 2 out of each of these. Oops. Alright, because I got to this next step and I'm like, uh-oh, I need more of these, but my bag's empty. So, I unfucked it up. So let's hope I don't. Oh wait, each one of these has a different. Okay, G1 has a different G1 and F1. One is the lower right panel and one is the lower left panel. So they're different. Yay. And so it begins. I felt really vindicated putting this piece together. Because as you can tell, I didn't fuck up, and all the wood panel-y parts are to the outside. They all match. Yay. I think that's it for 5. It just shows me B2, A1, A1, and then 6 it starts to get serious. It says, failure to follow this step carefully could result in damage to the unit. And then it says 2 people are required to complete this step correctly. 1 person should securely hold part B2 and parts A1 while assembling this piece. So this is B2 and A1 steak sauce. So basically we're just clipping C onto, we're screwing C into the bottom of A1 and A1, which into part 1A. So basically, here's my hole. Right. I don't know what that sound was. I guess that was just my carpet getting up because I was squinting on it? I don't think I was squinting on it. So basically, I'm just going to screw C into these parts. But see, it's throwing me off because it has those on it. So I guess I want to make sure to... What do those clip into, though? Questions. Okay. It's those 2 pieces over there. Those are my next ones that are going to go in the bottom or into the screws of those. Mystery solved. I managed it with just me. Because what I would do is I would raise it up and then I would line up, put the screw in the hole and then put the screw in the hole, basically. And that seems to have worked out pretty good for me. And, once again, I didn't fuck up the keeping the, not accidentally putting this ugly side out. I'm not really sure how tight they're supposed to be. Like this one, I feel like it went down in there a lot further than this one, and I don't know if I should screw this one in a little bit more to make it more sturdy. I don't know. This seems to have been accomplished well with just me. Yay. I got cocky. I was supposed to put on one side and then the bottom, and then probably here on the next page in step 9 the other side. But instead I went ahead and put on both sides because I thought I knew what was best. That's what I get for thinking. See? No problem. No problem. Now, I get to put on the backs. Whoa, I paused Carly on a crazy face there. Now this part has very specific instructions. You have to do upper back panel I first. Use 9 nails on each side and 4 nails at the top only. Oh, because that's why J overlaps I. And then use 6 nails on each side and 3 nails at the top and bottom. Here's the top and bottom. So that's why, okay. 4 nails at the top only, because this overlaps. And then it hookers both of those together. And I think I noticed, yeah, it has little holes in it to even tell me where I'm supposed to drive the nails in. Which I am A-okay with. Okay, yes, they gave me holes, but they don't quite match up with, because you know it said 4 at the top. It actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it said 9 down the side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a little confusing. Do I go by the holes? Or do I go by the instructions? Well, I counted the holes in the back of the thing, and then I counted how many nails I was given. There are 36 holes in total in this pegboardy stuff, whatever you want to call it, the backing that's supposed to hold it together. So there's 36 holes down there. 43 nails. So I'm going to just hammer away. And I'll have some left over to help something somewhere. Well, I have got them all in. And I put some extra, the extra ones like here along this seam. I did it like at the tops. And then I put an extra one in the middle of each of these. And then I did the same thing at the bottom. I don't think I put any extra ones there. Unfortunately, when I did the middle one here, it kind of damaged it a little bit. But I think it'll be okay. And these little feeding things are supposed to go on there. But I don't know. I guess I feel it'll stand up more sturdy on carpet without these. You know, because, I mean, if it's like balancing on all 4 of these things, why do that when I could have it balancing like on this entire thing? You know what I mean? I think that'll be sturdier. I guess I can set it up and see what it feels like. But I just don't think these are a good idea. I will save them anyway, just in case. Do not throw away. And outside putting all the shelves on it. There we go. It is done. I don't know, though. It doesn't really feel as sturdy as I want it to. So, I mean, maybe having that strap on there. Well, there's nowhere to put the strap, though. So, I don't know. But maybe putting those feedy things on it. I don't know. Because, yeah, the cats are going to get in it, of course. Referee immediately. And, of course, if they can jump up on these shelves, they're going to jump up on these shelves. And if that's going to make... Hopefully that won't make the thing topple over. I mean, it's going to be in the back corner, so it should hopefully be sturdy on at least two sides, the back and the side. And then, like I said, if I put a second one in there, the second one should be just as stable on the back and the side. Hopefully. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to... Ooh, there for a minute I thought it was going to go over backwards. I don't know. Of course, that fat cat right there, him jumping on it. But I plan on putting stuff on here, movies, and then displaying stuff in front of the movies. So that should deter, hopefully, any kitties from deciding they want to jump up there and explore. I know that's not how that's going to work, but I guess I can dream. I just realized you can see these stickers. I wonder if they come off easily. They do. I still think I'm going to leave the feet off of it, because I think once I weigh it down with some movies and stuff, that'll help it like dig into the carpet and be more sturdy. Hopefully. If not, I guess I'll take everything off of it and put the feet on and see what it do then. Biblioteca. Now, your unit is now completed. Yay! That's what it say, other than strapping it to the wall. Well, and, you know, putting in the shelves where you want the shelves to go. But, and it says somewhere, it said on here, this should take like an hour. Oh, estimated assembly time is 1 hour. Well, I watched an episode of Days of Our Lives, and I didn't fast forward through any of the commercials or anything, and now General Hospital is 43 minutes through it, so it took me almost double the time. But I don't think they counted in, you know, thinking time, and especially not vlogging time, so I had to stop and film the process, so that took a little extra time. But yeah, the thinking, the overthinking slowed me down a little bit. Well, and I had never built one either, so no previous experience trying to figure out what I'm doing. You know, I got these little thingies in here that I had to turn once I had a little notchy thing in. Looks like I might have busted it a little bit there too. Eesh. Oh, because that was when I was this little thing on the side. No, that one's lined up with the hole. Well, shit. I might have damaged it a bit, but hey. As long as it stays together, that's what's important. Yeah, like see some of these down here, it's not lined up with the hole, because I tried to hammer it in there, and that was over too far, so I had to come back and put a couple of them over a little bit more so that it would actually stay in there. Well, I have a bookshelf built, and it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I got distracted by music. I meant to actually get started on this as soon as I got home from work, and there might have been a nap involved too. Who knows? Probably a nap. So this may be a one bookshelf day. I don't know. I do still need to clear out all of this, well, all of this, to have a place to put it. So, but all that stuff should be going right back in, pretty much, ish. You excited for a new bookshelf mix? I don't think she cares. Do you care? Do you care? Do you care? She cares that much. This is feeling a lot sturdier now that it's over here by the wall. Now it has something to sturdy it a little bit there too. So I think it'll be all right. And I only sliced my foot a little. And I didn't slice Minx at all. So we're good. Yep. Knew that was gonna happen. But hey, it didn't fall over when he jumped in there, so is he gonna go higher? Minx doesn't care. Minx just wants loves. Just wants loves. Ooh, zap. So I should probably fill this up with stuff. Just to maybe deter him from getting up there again. She had her tongue sticking out. And now it's Minx's turn to check it out. No, she isn't jumping up there. She's just kind of lifting and sniffing. That doesn't mean she won't pounce at some point. Oop, there. There she goes. Well, there it sits. Looking rather empty at the moment. I don't know, this, the bottom two aren't very big, or well, are bigger than I probably want them, I don't know. The top three look about the same size, so now it's just fill her up. So, there's something that moves in that box. Somewhere. Your box is empty. I got rid of a box. Another empty box. Oh, this one is somewhat smaller. It's still an empty box. And now, pretty much all of these are empty. I have a plan with this. This is empty, and that's because I put all this shit up on here, and then I put my dragons up top, because I just thought, well, it suggests in the box not to like stack anything up there, because I guess it's not really designed to hold weight. But yeah, I tried to put him in some kind of order. Like up here is my horror movies, and some kind of action kind of movies, drama-y kind of movies, I guess, thriller, suspense kind of movies, action. All of my Marvel and stuff is over here. Comic book movies like Hellboy, Punisher's in here. Generation X, the old Fantastic Four, Dragon Ball, Kick-Ass, Wanted, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, so some like nerdy things, along with just like some action-y kind of movies like iRobot, Legend, RoboCop, blah 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 blah. The comedies down here, as much as I could. You know, got my riff tracks, got my Mystery Science Theater back in there. And this was like TV land up in here. It turns out I had a lot of Simpsons and a lot of Futurama. And of course, underneath Hercules is the Xena set. So, and up underneath Angel is Buffy. Of course. And, oh, Alias. Alias is hiding back underneath there. I couldn't even remember what I put. Oh, South Park's back in there. So, yeah. And then I tried to put, like, kid kind of movies down here. I've got all my Power Ranger DVDs, and then this is just kind of a stack of like music kind of stuff, like Rascal Flatts, Alison Krauss, like concert stuff and musical movies, like Chicago that I haven't watched yet. This weird one, Zachariah, what do they call? Something kind of Western. Electric Western. Different one. Across the Universe. Haven't watched that yet. Rent. The Rent movie. So this is just kind of like my musical kind of stack there. Because the more I took out, and this is just kind of like, this is the theater that we visited at one point, Coleman Theater. Thank you, Minxie, for getting in the shot. Lighthouses of America, just that kind of stuff. And some of the anime, couple anime, Rejected, some animation kind of things. Because the more I was taking out, the more I realized I was emptying out. And I'm like, hey, that's a good thing. So now, my plan, what I want to do with these tubs, these empty tubs, now that I have all my DVDs, Blu-rays, yada yada yadas out of them, I have a whole box of VHS here that if I can get all these VHS out of this box, that'll be another box I can get rid of, since, I mean, these are more handy for, holding, stacking. I guess it's going to be in the way one way or another, but these, at least, I won't leave them sitting around here with nothing in them, and I can throw away the box. Of course, I can always also use them to hold Minxie. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I got out the tape measure, and that is not quite enough room to fit another one of those. Of course, now I have this filled up. Whoops. Because what I was thinking is maybe like scoot this over. I could maybe get a corner shelf and put a shelf in the corner, and then put another one of these over here maybe. There would probably be enough room for that, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if there would be. I guess I'd have to get the tape measure back out, figure it out. Well, this is the length across of the, yeah, okay, be that way. And as you can see, no you can't, because that's going to do that. This would be like pretty much right up against the couch. Of course, I can move the couch back a little bit too, I guess. I don't know, the way I was thinking it could work is if I scooted this one over a little bit, maybe, and then had like one here, and then another one facing this way, and they just kind of like, I guess leave the corner open. I don't think I'd have room for a corner shelf. But I might be able to work it that way. Or also, it almost looks like, because that's about how much space I would need for the TV. If I could move the TV down, because the TV isn't quite lined up with the edge of the wall here. If I scooted all of this down, I might actually be able to fit another bookshelf there. If I did. I don't know. These are options that I'm not going to figure out today. Just when I thought I had gotten everything, I remembered these two boxes also have movies in them. Shit. Another box bites the dust. And I've gotten two over there so far. I figured if I can stack them on top of here. A lot of blank VHS tapes here. That one's apparently Generation X, the Generation X movie. Mystery Science Theater, Prince of Space, South Park, Buffy, most of the end of season something. What does that say? Some of them at least I wrote on. season 6. That kind of junk. These I bought offline somewhere, but some of them, see, I have the tape on it, so I think I've taped over them. So I have absolutely no idea what is on any of these tapes, but it would be interesting to go through and find out someday. So many empty boxes. I'm very excited. Apparently by putting this box up like this, I have given the cats a place to hide. You gonna hide? Gonna hide? Oh, apparently so. It is almost 7 p.m. now. It's like a quarter till. That's my stack. I went ahead and stacked those back in front of that just to kind of keep them up and over and out of the way for now. And because I put my dragons up there, I actually now have a spot over here that I can put something. And I actually do have a plan, I think, for that. I guess I need to get these out of the hallway so I don't trip and fall over them. And my stack is a little bit smaller now. It's just because it's 7 o'clock and I gave up trying. I mean, you know, there's a couple more boxes I could put stacked-ity up on top of there. But I also need to figure out that room for when the mattress gets here. But like I said, you can see there's some more cereal boxes back there. 1 or 2, maybe, that I might be able, if I can dig back to it, and add them to that pile. But not today, not today. And unfortunately, this video is not going to be getting put together today. So I will see you all tomorrow with this. And I might put together the next bookshelf tomorrow too, and try to make even more progress. But we'll see. So until next time, I'll see you for what I see you. Minx figured out the new empty spots for her. Little did I know.